I'm going to take you to the top of the mountain. You're never going to be able to go there. Check it out. Isn't it amazing? But that wears off. That's novelty at a certain point. You're like, okay, great. I've been transported to a number of different places around the world. What's next? And I think from a live perspective, but also from an original content side, which is a lot of what we're focused on at Live Nation also, we have to tell a story. We have to take you on a journey, whether that's a story that connects you to your friends and your peers around you through social feeds or social interaction within the experience, or it's a story, it's some sort of a narrative that is maybe a narrative that brings you backstage, that brings you into the artist's world in some way. That you know, those are the things that we're looking at. Because I agree, presence is one thing, but that's just a kernel of what VR is.
What does a VR guy at CAA do?
I think the last few years were about establishing the infrastructure, getting the hardware out there, getting the computer vision right, the camera technologies right. And then to Jeff's point, we're seeing a little bit of a constriction right now because the technology outpaced the content a little bit. And now people are just trying to figure out, you know, how advanced can we make a camera? How advanced can we make post-production software? How advanced can we make auto stitching? And now these are the questions that we're trying to answer and invest in. CAA Ventures has made multiple investments in this, and companies like Weaver as well. So it really is still, it's simultaneous innovation, right? How do you innovate on the hardware side and the software side? And again, you have to also teach storytellers to think about this in a completely new medium. One thing that I'm not sure to this audience, how many people are in this audience because they're curious about VR as a technology for games? That's very few and very interesting to me because VR is very much in the dark ages of cinema maybe right now, but as far as gaming, which is a $24 billion industry a year, we're probably 3 or 4 years away from half of that coming from virtual reality revenue. This is an advanced console on your head. And we have a game development division at CAA, which is why I mentioned it too, because we represent game developers as well. You have Sony, who just came out with a compatible headset for their PS4, and Xbox will within the next 18 months. So if you're also interested in games, now's a very good time to be in VR as well.
Really what's great about it is the engagement, and what we find a lot of times in the metrics, whether it's a YouTube video or something that's on a Gear VR, people tend to watch it longer than traditional videos. So if I'm an advertiser, I'm going to go out and make a decision on, am I going to go spend $500,000 on a commercial, or am I going to spend $500,000 or potentially less on a VR spot? And now with YouTube and Facebook and all these distribution platforms, I can get the eyeballs, and then I have the added benefit of those eyeballs watching it longer, which is pretty a great decision for a lot of advertisers. And you've seen a lot of them continue to repeat sponsoring a lot of these VR and 360 campaigns. AT&T has done a number of great sponsorships around live and recorded VR and 360 campaigns over the years.
And the social media aspect of the fans calling each other to view again and again the video. We gotta check out this way, that way. Either multiply by 4 or 5. We don't have the statistic, but it's multiplied by more than 2 times. Meaning that on average, you watch a video maybe 2 times, 3 times at best, and then it's all about telling people you gotta watch it, but you're not gonna watch it again, right? Versus this way of interacting, you say, hey, you gotta go back and check. Have you seen that? No, I haven't seen that. I go back and watch it again to see that particular second, and so there's like a dynamic of really socializing through social media, different experiences, and driving people to do it again and again. That is, from an advertising point of view, it's just pure gold.
I come from an agency background, so we were doing work with Apple and Nike and a bunch of big brands, and it was all branded content. And you have to be really careful in VR about the type of branded content that you're creating, because if it smells like an ad, if it feels like an ad, the user's going to say, well, that was an ad, and why did I watch that? What was the point in watching that? You're trying to sell me. And then it's going to turn somebody off from, I don't really want it. The VR thing that I saw was just an ad for a car. I don't really want to deal with that. But branded content, true branded content, is great content that's provided to you that tells you some kind of a story or takes you on some kind of a journey or gives you something, gives you some reason to watch it that happens to be brought to you by a brand. And I think that's a big distinction. It's that it has to be great content that's brought to you by a brand, not just an ad. And because if we're not careful with that, we'll turn people off.
Yeah.
So many agencies are pushing VR because, client CMO read about VR in a magazine and they go to the agency and go, hey, what's this VR we should do